Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I just reached 1,000 subscribers and I'm so excited to have finally gotten there. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, all my new subscribers, all my old subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All my viewers, thank you. I always thank you with every single video because I know my channel wouldn't be what it is without all you all. So welcome, thank you for subscribing, and I love you all. Now, for those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. That's called Perception, the two yet one. This is book 1 here. I read book 1 aloud live on Facebook, and I've uploaded all of those videos for you to enjoy here for absolutely free. If you've read book 1 already or watched all those videos, book 2 is available. These absolutely beautiful, very well-made paperbacks are available from Kindle Direct Publishing. They are only $15.99 plus shipping, $15.99 each plus shipping. If you have Amazon Prime, your shipping will be free. Okay, so you'll see that I have a whole new setup today. It's not that new; it's still spring, but what I got is more of a house for the gnome over here. He's got a little apple he can live in. Isn't that so cute? And we really couldn't see the little tiny tree house that I had for the fairies, so I got them this cute little, I think it's a tulip. So now they live in the tulip. Also, your abundance visual, I was so glad to find this cute little thing for the fairies. This little water wheel. A water wheel represents abundance. If there's an abundance of water, there's an abundance of everything. Okay? Okay, so there's your abundance visual. I'm still using the Forest of Enchantment Tarot by Linnea Weatherstone and illustrated by Marilla Allwood. This is about enchanted forests of the United Kingdom, England specifically. The artwork by Marilla Allwood is special because she is a native who lives on the outskirts of one of these types of forests. There's all kinds of references to fairy tales and things like that in here. Everything is magical. I just love this deck. I have not gotten tired of it yet, and I seem to just really flow with it very well. At the end of the reading, we're going to pull at least 3 cards from the Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay and artwork by Ginger Kelly. And I'm going to go ahead and pull at least 1 card from the Botanical Inspirations by Lynn Araujo. These are illustrated by Pierre-Joseph Redoute. He's the famous painter who painted stuff for Marie Antoinette and Empress Josephine. Okay, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you made for your life before you incarnated so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration of your soul. As you go along raising the vibration of your soul lifetime after lifetime, you eventually get to a lifetime where you can reach enlightenment. So when we're looking at the major arcana cards, it is kind of like destiny, but not really, because we have free will. Free will changes everything. Now, there are times where something may or may not occur like destiny because you wrote it into your divine blueprint that way. I mean, we've all had times where we have tried to do something, and no matter how hard we tried, we gave it our all, and it wouldn't work. That's one of those times. Or you tried to stop something from happening, and no matter what you did, you couldn't stop that. We wrote that into our divine blueprint to encounter that type of challenge. Those are represented to me by the Wheel of Fortune, but you don't have that here, so let's get started. Right here at the heart of everything, you've got the Forest Lord in the reverse. Okay, now In this particular deck, they don't have reversed meanings for their cards. With the so-called people cards, which are pages, knights, and kings and queens, which have different names here in this deck, they do have shadow traits that I read. But the thing that I'm getting from, I'm getting this in the reverse. This is what's going on for you right now. The Forest Lord is actually the Emperor in other decks. He is the Emperor. He represents the sacred masculine. When he's like this, he's the sacred masculine. He's fatherly, he's kind, he is helpful, he's gentle, he's supportive, he's protective. But when he is upside down, he is toxic, he is stubborn, he is obsessive and possessive, and so this is actually the energy that has been plaguing our world for thousands of years now, is the non-sacred masculine energy. People have been taking the sacred masculine energy and not understanding it, using the unsacred masculine energy. Okay, this is, selfishness. This is competition. This is trying to get one up on each other. This is the kind father who rules with wisdom and gentleness, and he is supportive, and he tries not to even rule. He is just, this is the good masculine energies. So I just feel like you're dealing, either this is the general state of the world that you are upset with, or this is, you could be having problems with your father, or your father could be embodying these toxic traits, and or somebody who's very masculine. This is boss energy. This could be your boss at work, just acting the fool here, acting like a complete dick or something. So but Aquarius, don't even worry about it. I'm not even worried about you here, because the energy that's crossing that, or that is affecting this, I just feel like this is somebody, okay? This is somebody in your life who's this distorted masculine assholeness. Let's see that there as well. You're standing in your power, okay? This is the Nine of Spells. This is fire energy. Now the Forest Lord is Aries energy as well, which is also fire energy. And so you're crossing that energy with more fire. You're fighting fire with fire here. Spells is wands, which is fire energy. Now, also, wands are very indicative of career. So for a lot of you, I'm thinking that this is your boss, okay? But whether it's your boss or your friend or your father, or, you're standing in your power, because that's what this witch is doing. She is not even using a wand, okay? This is the wands. The spells is the wands, and she's not even using one. She is out in the dark of the enchanted forest by herself. She is not afraid, because she's surrounding herself in this protective circle of her own power. You are standing in your own power. You are not afraid. You are not afraid, and that is really awesome energy to be in. Now, like I was saying here with this distorted masculine energy at the heart of everything, this is also at the root of everything, because this is some sort of insurmountable force that you're up against. This is the Five of Challenges, okay? And challenges is sword energy, which is your energy along with Libra and Gemini. Now, the Five of Swords is always about like slander and gossip and just conflict that is really horrible and unfair and stuff. Yet we'll see here that this is a giant, okay? Now this giant isn't evil or anything, but he doesn't have patience for little people getting in his way. These are human femurs braided into his beard here. Now, he is not fully manifested, okay? He is manifesting, though. This is some sort, I think that if it's not an insurmountable force, I feel like you are about to face something that is completely insurmountable, because that's what the giant is. One little tiny person can't make this giant do anything, right? This is how we normally see this. So there may, you know, this can represent things like if you did something wrong, and you got caught, this would be like the law. You know, you can't get around it. It's insurmountable, you know. I'm not saying you did anything wrong, but that's the idea behind this card too. But you know what? There's always the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. Jack was one tiny little dude, and he was able to deal with the giant. He triumphed over what others were saying was this insurmountable force. So this is not completely manifested just yet, okay? So this is, if you see something as insurmountable, then you know what, guess what, this is probably going to manifest all the way. But if you know, you're not, though, because look at you, you're in your power. So this, what you think is turning into something that you may not be able to overcome, I don't think, I just really think that when you stand in your power, you're more powerful. I just feel like this witch right here could totally deal with this giant. You know, she is not, she's just not just any old human being. She's a very skilled, wise witch. She is, she's not a child. She's mature as well. So you've got this mature fatherly energy over here, acting a fool, making it look like you're about to head into a challenge that you can't win, but you're in your power, okay? You're in your power, so stay in your power. I see this here, but, well, let's just keep going here. If I need a clarification, I'll use my tiny deck. Now here is the most recent past, which is moving out of your life at this time, and this is the Ace of Spells in the reverse. So this is a new beginning that never fully manifested for you. This could have been a child, okay? Because the Ace of Wands represents children a lot of the time, or this could be a new job that never manifested, or a new, you know, because fire is energy itself. So this would have been something that you would have been really passionate about, something that you would have hit the ground running with joy to do, okay? But this never fully manifested, and it's on its way out now. Okay, so for me as a reader, these next two cards are future cards. Here we have the Child of Boons. Now this is a people card, and so I'm going to read this as the shadow traits of this Child of Boons. This would be the Page of Pentacles. Okay, we got some Hansel and Gretel going on here, all right? But this, so this could be a young person in your life, a child, or somebody acting like a child. You've got, okay, so I see earth, air, and fire. There's no water. Okay? So Aquarius, you're not using, actually what I just heard is you're not using your intuition. Okay? And so you also may have your feelings, your emotions turned off right now. Because guess what? Somebody who's standing in their power isn't going to be, they're not going to be like all afraid, or you know what I mean? You may be suppressing fear or something at this point. You are not, your emotions and your intuition are off. Okay, so you better, that's going to help you look into that. You don't have to do anything. I was going to say you better take care of that, but you don't have to do anything. You just have to you just understand that your water isn't there, and so your intuition and your emotions are a bit off right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get into this absolutely beautiful book that comes with this deck and read you the shadow traits of the Child of Boons. Child of Boons. Okie dokie. So this is a possible future card. This is inexperience in earthly practicalities, can't manage money, expects others to care for him, and doesn't always tell the truth. Okay, so this is what's going on. You might have a young earth sign in your life that is about to do this stuff. Okay. If you don't, there could be an earth sign who is acting like a child. This can also be an adult who acts like a child, okay? But it also doesn't have to be an earth sign, okay? Just somebody who's acting like this, which is childish, inexperienced in earthly practicalities, can't manage money, expects others to care for him, and doesn't always tell the truth. That's what you're looking for in this person when you're not looking for, but this is in your future. So when this happens, you're going to be like, oh, yep, that's what Allison said. Okay, so here is your next future card here, and this is the 9 of challenges. So before I get into this, I'm going to go ahead and tell you to look up the 9, angel number 99, okay? So you've got 2 9s here, and they're very similar in color. They're similar that it's dark in the enchanted forest, but there are some distinct, stark differences between this. This is the energy that you are dealing with right now. Now, it could be that maybe you're not the one who's in your power. Maybe this person, this toxic person, is feeling in their power, because this is scared. This is the emotion of fear. Okay, this child went into the enchanted forest too far to make it home before the sun went down. So what he had to do was find a place to hole up for the night. Now he's got all these hours and hours and hours ahead of him where he won't be able to sleep because he's in this scary enchanted forest with all this scary stuff around him. You know what I'm saying? So if this is you right now feeling in your power, you're going from this to this. What? Now, 9s are when you're almost done with something. You from 1 to 10 is what we're dealing with here. And once we get to the 10 of whatever suit we're looking at, then we go straight back to the ace. Okay? Whenever you have an ending, you have a new beginning. Okay? So the 10s are the endings. The 9s are very close to that completion. And so, you know, you've got this little boy here, and then you've got this grown up here. You've got a little boy here. Oh, yeah. Look at this. This is a little boy. Okay? So there may be a young male in your life that is going to act like this and also be afraid. I'm not sure which one will happen. Oh, wait, as I said that, it's this one. This child, this young male, is going to be so afraid that he's going to expect others to deal with it for him, to take care of him, when he really needs to just kind of wait it out, to deal with to lay in his own bed and learn the lesson. I bet you this kid's parents told them don't go out too far to the forest, especially right before the sun goes down. You could get lost. And what did he do? He did it anyway. And this is, you know, this is how we learn. So yeah, I see in your future a young male going into fear, and maybe what they look at. This is a male, this is male, this is an older male. He's definitely mature. Look at, there's a little bit of gray in his beard. So that is so interesting. So it's like there's this mature male energy who is not in his sacred energy. And then we've got this young male energy who is also not in his sacred energy. But we've got this feminine energy who has the strength to endure. Let me tell you something. The feminine strength is the strength to endure, to continue on. Okay? Masculine strength is more, like power, like getting things done, how much, but the feminine strength is the power to endure. Okay? So it could be that your masculine energy is just really going through a turn here. Wow, there is a lot of masculine energy. And as I say that, we go to your hope card and we have a feminine. Okay, so this is the weaver of challenges, and the weavers are the queens, the challenges are the swords. So this is the Queen of Swords, but she is also in her shadow energy. So that's kind of curious that this would be your hope. Now, it could be that you're hoping for a person who is not right for you because of these shadow traits. Now, there's cold, emotionally withdrawn, overly critical, sarcastic, touchy, unhappiness disguised as aloofness, and bitter grief. I don't see why that would be a hope. Let me just clarify this with my tiny little deck that I got through a miracle. Did I say that already? I'm going to clarify with my itty bitty little Rider tarot deck that I got through a miracle. If you would like to know the story of that miracle, the link for that is in the description box below. It's called The Story of My Miracle, February 2021. All right, angels, spirit guides. What is up with this hope for this shadow traits of the Weaver of Challenges here? Okay, waiting. Trying to feel out which way they want me to take it. It was more like this. So I guess it would be reversed as well. Now this is Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, which you also have right here in the reverse. The Seven of Boons is the Seven of Pentacles. This is your fear card, but we'll get to that in a moment. So they're both reversed, which is why this one was supposed to be reversed. Now this is not waiting. This is like, just 1 second here. One moment, please. I gotta pause the video. Okay, I had to breathe deeply and do some meditation to pull this out, okay? I just didn't want you to be waiting there. It took me about, I don't know, 5 minutes. I didn't want to waste your time, okay? So this is waiting. This is working on your life. This is like the pentacles that you have, the fruit of your life is growing. They're not ripe yet. This is your investment of time and energy. He's just standing there looking at him. He should be using his hoe to make sure he's getting all the weeds out. You have to continue to work on your energy, your fruits for life, right? So, but when this is in reverse, this is an unexpected type of expense or some sort of need to be, you need to check your money. This is like kind of a anxiety over money or stress over money. And now that's a feeling. Now, when I look at this shadow trait, what sticks out mostly is the coldness, okay, and emotionally withdrawn, okay. So I feel like this is you. You're hoping um, to possibly look like you don't feel something, okay. You want to look like maybe something isn't affecting you when it actually is something that you maybe you want to tend to, but you're not, because there's you might be stressing over money. You may be stressing over what you're trying to grow, to manifest into your life, but you're hoping that people will only see the certain coldness that comes with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Sword energy is your energy. So, all right. So here's what we've got for the your environment, your state of being, and this is the Chariot in this deck. Okay, it's called the fairy wind. Now the fairy wind is when the fairies are on the move and they're traveling all together, and there's stories of people being able to hear these groups of fairies passing. Some of them could see them, some of them could see and feel them, and then they would want to go with them, and sometimes they did. Sometimes they got taken away with the fairy wind because it is oh, and now I'm feeling the wind is this air element here, which is you, Aquarius, is with Libra and Gemini. It's like getting swept away because the fairy wind moves forward. It doesn't go backwards. That's the exact same as the Chariot. The Chariot moves forward. It doesn't go backwards. It's like the tank of the old days. That's why they were so successful, because they would have like infantry that was walking and stuff, and you got a chariot, you can mow them all down. So that's what this does, is you're charging forward victoriously. I think that I think that you are charging forward victoriously despite this, despite worrying about your money and wanting to just look like it doesn't bother you at all, like you don't have emotion. There's something you're hoping that you look like you don't have emotion. And so here, like I said, this is your fear card, and it came out upside down, just like this came out more reversed. And now I see why. It's because these are the exact same card. This is your fear card, the Seven of Boons, the Seven of Pentacles. So this is like I said, this is anxiety over money. This is your need to check your finances to make sure everything's all right. And so I'm feeling like you're feeling some kind of danger with your money. And I'm going to look this up here. The 9, that's the 7, not the 9. The 7 of Boons. Yeah, this is about choosing a door, okay? Not so much as treating your life as a garden. This is about choosing a door of opportunity. It's a lot like the Seven of Cups. This is the Seven of Boons, though. This is about patience and waiting for obvious direction. Okay, recognizing the best option. Yeah, it says this card is about patience as much as it's about choice. As you may have noticed, the suit of Boons doesn't go in much for speed or impetuosity. It's about practical responses to practical problems, even in the realm of enchantment. If you don't know what to do yet, don't do anything. Simple as that. Remember, once you choose a door, all the other doors disappear. Gosh, this is the same message that I just got for Gemini and Libra, your air fellows here, fellow and air element. This is about you guys all don't know exactly what to do, and you just kind of have to wait. And I feel like you're afraid that it won't manifest. Okay, so this particular fear card, even though this is the same, now it's just really feeling very different. It's feeling like, yeah, this isn't about your money so much. This is about a choice. That's why I really like to work with the energies that a deck is made with, because it gives us more insight than what we could have originally seen with the traditional meanings of tarot. I could just say, oh, okay, you know, so this is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and read it to you like this. This is financial anxiety. But what it actually is in this particular deck is a choice. Now, the Council of Animals here is judgment. This is what is the potential outcome for you. Judgment. Every time I hear the word judgment, I hear the phrase, it's time. Now, this is right before you leave the enchanted forest. What all these members of the council are doing is they're going to be judging how you acted in their enchanted forest, your performance and what you did. Were you kind? Were you fair? Were you, there's some sort of judgment coming in here, okay? And okay, you're saying get it out. All right. I knew that this is about the animals, but they want me to look. Okay. A journey through the forest can have profound meaning or be utterly meaningless, depending on what you bring to it. Intentions count as much as actions. Devious successes are far worse than errors made in innocence. The Council of Animals convenes at fateful turning points to evaluate the traveler's progress and rule in judgment for the future. Each council animal has its own unique wisdom, insight, and perspective. Each is authentically itself, and it expects you to be too. Don't ever think that you can fool the council or yourself. It is time for a reckoning. Okay? When you are called before the Council of Animals, it is a sign that you are ready to face some tough truths. Epiphanies are possible. You may begin to see a new purpose for your life. At the very least, you will come to know yourself better, toady warts and all. Okay? So this is judgment, assessment, self-awareness, forgiveness, atonement, and enlightenment. So now here is the energy at the bottom of the deck, the Keeper of Challenges. This is the King of Swords, okay? So I just feel like you may be encountering this. Here's another not so sacred masculine energy, even though he's in the right, okay? This is one of my least favorite kings in this deck. He is just really cranky. He has no patience for anyone. He's got no patience for mistakes. He is, let me just get the meaning for you. He is, you're just dealing with some masculine energy here that just isn't on the up and up. It's not supportive. Okay, this is a shrewd, perceptive, commanding, and stern person. He's discerning, holds high standards, expects excellent. If this card does not represent a particular person, it can mean a need for cool and detached strategizing in challenging times. If you must do battle for a cause, assemble your allies and calmly determine how to proceed. Use your wits before you take action. Okay, so the Keeper of Challenges is not evil, but he's not good either. This wizard is coolly neutral. When he gives you a challenge, he wants you to use your intelligence and figure it out. Keep your wits about you. The biggest challenge may be just to face him, to approach and ask for his help and guidance. If you are going to argue with him, have your facts in order. He is a cold nature in general, even when he is being fair. He won't cut you any slack. Seek him when you are in need of a push to the next stage of your journey. So okay, so I get it now. What this is saying is, since this is the energy, the underlying energy of this whole reading is that you are facing this very tough masculine energy as a push. This is at the root of the underlying, this is the root of it all. This energy is holding you back. And I think that you think that it's insurmountable, but it isn't. He is not fully manifested. Okay, if he had been like this, I would say, yeah, I'm thinking this energy is insurmountable, but he's not. I think that this has a lot to do with inside. Yeah, you want to deal with this coldly. You want to deal with how your life is growing in a cold and detached way, because this masculine energy is cold and detached. You're being cold, and so there's no emotion here. The intuition is not quite working as well for you. And so this judgment is coming. Judgment is coming, and I think that it has something to do with this fear. Okay, if this is you, or this could be your child, or a child that you know that is going to have, that's going to deal with this. I just feel like with all this masculine energy though, and there's one feminine here who is in her power. Okay, so I just feel like maybe your feminine energy is doing great, but it's still a little bit cold, and you're still dealing with some fear with money, but also you don't know which choice to make. Yet you're continuing on like a champ. Victory. Judgment. Okay, these are your, and the distorted masculine. These are your only major arcana cards. So 3 cards out of 10 means that most of this is in your control. I think that, see, this is at the heart of everything. This masculine is at the root of everything. This distorted masculine is at the heart and also at the root of everything, and also the underlying energy. So I just really think that your masculine energies, you need to work on them. You've got them kind of, you have to understand that the power to endure and the power to not be afraid is a feminine energy. All right, let's see what the fairies have to say to you. This is a little confusing for me, but I'm not an Aquarius, so I mean, I could be making all kinds of sense to you, but my mind is not seeing it all clearly. I got the feelings for it, and I don't know how to put it, except that you're dealing with a great deal of distorted masculine energy, but yet you've got victory here. You've got young masculine, you've got old masculine. You got both king and queen of challenges, but not in the same spread. But that does kind of signify a sacred couple, or a couple. And yet I don't know if this really has to do with a love relationship. Let's see. Fairies, can you clarify for us? What else can you tell Aquarius? Thank you. Whoa. Whoa. Holy moly, that's a lot. Thank you. Wow. What is that? How many cards is that? 4? Yeah. Okay. Hope. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Yeah, so you're definitely dealing with some sort of negative situation. I mean, we can see that right here with the distorted masculine here and here, and fear and immaturity here. The next card that we have here is moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. I think that this is not just about food, though. I think this is about other things. This is very much a temperance card for me. Moderation, you know, not too much, not too little of anything is really the moderation, the grand alchemy of life, okay? So keep an eye on that. You know, you may be charging forward. Who knows? Maybe this is a little bit too much. I don't know. But to me, it seems like victory. This is a victory card. It's like you're victorious right now, even though you're surrounded by all this negativity, which is freaking awesome. Okay, so the next card we have is Pure Intention. The Fairy of Manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. Okay, so this is saying that when you ask for something, don't ask for it just for yourself. You know, if you want blessings, ask to bless everyone and everything. This is because you are a part of everyone and everything. And when you do that, you know, that is what's best for everyone, right? You don't want to hurt anyone or yourself, or so, you know, might as well just see the best for everyone. And flourish. Beautiful. Look at the lotuses. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. Shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. Okay, so yeah, shine your light in unclear areas. Okay, let's see what else we can get from the, I asked for the flowers from the flower sprites, because there's flower sprites in this enchanted forest deck. I'm just gonna get this, put it back in its deck so I don't mix up my decks. Flower sprites, what else do you have to tell Aquarius? Oops, calm down there, flowers. Right. Well, don't calm that much down. Okay. Thank you. All right. We got, oh, flux. Unanimity and harmony. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Marcus Aurelius. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is all these energies are you. Yeah, you got to live in harmony with yourself. Your energies are all over the place. And also unanimity. I just feel like when it comes to this judgment here, there could be a unanimity. Jeez, why is that so hard to say today? I mean, I've said it other days. Hello. Their judgment is going to be unanimous. And it's going to be in your favor, I think. All right, Aquarius, that's what I have for you at this time. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and check my books out. And I'll see you next time.